Let's start with this. 4 people, including 2 learners, have been wounded in an apparent drive-by shooting in Eldorado Park, south of Johannesburg. It's understood that suspects in a vehicle opened fire on a group of people standing outside a block of flats in Extension 4. Our reporter Mahlako Komane is there for us and joins us now. Mahlako, lots of stories are doing the rounds about what may have happened. What do we know?
And indeed, Bongiwe, I'm just going to move out of shot so just that you can just see where this shooting happening. You'll see where the children are playing. We understood that it was roundabout there where this car came in and, started just shooting at that house there behind, these flats. I think it's an adjacent building that has been built on to this particular house. One lady as well on top of this building, I think it's the second floor of this building, Bongiwe, she was sitting at home and she was also hit by a stray bullet as well as she was, I suppose, going about her business. In terms of the reason or the reasoning behind the shooting or, what caused it to happen, let me perhaps speak to police spokesperson, the Gauteng police spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Mahlako Komane, and just ask him, we did see there were police combing the scene. What is it that they found? Are they, perhaps, do they have an idea as to what exactly is the reason behind this shooting? Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel. Can you tell us, Lieutenant Colonel, what is it, would you say, what have you found so far and what do you know?
Yes, we received a call round about 12 today that there's a shooting that took place outside one of the flats here in Eldorado Park. Then we had to dispatch our police officers to come here. When they arrived here, they found that the victims had already been taken to hospital, 3 of them, although one was still here. Then we started with our preliminary investigation. It's then that we found out that, or the information that we got is that 3 suspects, they came with their car, they jumped out of the car and they started to shoot randomly in this area. It's then that 4 people sustained injuries, of which 2 of them are learners. One is 18 and the other one is 19. So the 3 people were taken to hospital, including these 2 learners. As for now, we don't know what is the motive behind this. But we, as I'm saying that now, we've started with our investigation. We are appealing to anyone, if there's a person that can give us information or can help us in our investigation, please let them come forward.
Captain, we know Eldorado Park. There was once a task team that came as far as the president's office in terms of, the complaints that community members were registering with your officers. Have we seen an improvement? It seems that, it's back to normal ever since, that big task team came in of police and everybody that had been stationed in this community during President Jacob Zuma's reign.
Yes, what I will say is that we've got our anti-gang unit that was deployed in this area. And I must say that they did a good job, because soon after that we had numerous people that were arrested. We've got cases that are in court. So as of this one, we are not sure if it's related to gangsterism or drugs, but that will form part of the investigation.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel. You heard there, Bongiwe, Lieutenant Colonel Mahlako Komane, just telling us about what exactly is it that they found, how many people are in hospital, also saying that they are not really aware as to what is the motive behind, today's shooting. As we said that this car came and just started shooting at bystanders. Unfortunately, 2 school children there who are in matric getting injured. We also, speaking to some members of the community here, telling us sometime this week where a child as well who was sitting at home had to duck a bullet because she was also nearly a victim of a stray bullet. But also saying that you would remember that a few years back, I think about 9 years or so back, there was that whole various departments that came and camped out in this particular community after a letter was written to then President Jacob Zuma by a parent whose child was affected and ravaged by drugs in this area. But it would seem the Lieutenant Colonel telling us that they're quite happy with the work that's being done here. They have an anti-gang unit that they have established, many cases coming out of that. But as to the day-to-day safety of members in this community, really concerning when you just hear some of the stories as you walk in this community and you ask them how are they living here. It would seem that lolly lounge is still an issue. Drug use or drug abuse also quite a problem. And even now it would seem that also, physically being safe in your own house when you're minding your own business is also risky business in this particular part of Gauteng. It's back to you in studio, Bongiwe.
All right, that's Mahlako Komane there watching those developments in Eldorado Park. We do understand, of course, 2 learners are among those who were shot. And, of course, another woman who was sitting in her own home was unfortunately hit by a stray bullet. And some of them, of course, as they say, are recovering in hospital and will continue to monitor developments around what exactly happened there.